Welcome to Dub's Nation Voice, the home for all Golden State Warriors fans. If you love the Warriors, this is your voice, your home. We talk trades, free agency, players, and everything happening with the team. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We post daily news and deep stories. Now let's dive into today's big story. The Warriors are moving away from Nikola Vucevic, and Jonathan Kaminga might be gone too. The search for a center. The Golden State Warriors entered this offseason with one big need. They need a center. A big man. A rim protector. A strong rebounder. But so far, nothing has happened. Players like Brook Lopez and Clint Capella have already signed with other teams. Even Jonas Valanciunas, who was a trade target, signed with the Denver Nuggets. And now, the Warriors are reportedly no longer interested in Nikola Vucevic, the center from the Chicago Bulls. This is surprising, because for many months, Vucevic was one of the top names linked to Golden State. Why are the Warriors walking away from Vucevic? Some reports say it's because they are looking at someone else, Al Horford. Why not Vucevic? Nikola Vucevic is still a good player. He averaged 18.5 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game last season. He shot 53% from the field and 40% from the three-point line. He is experienced. He can space the floor. And he plays smart. But the Warriors don't seem fully interested. Maybe it's because of his contract. He is set to earn around $21.5 million. Or maybe it's because Vucevic is not a great defender in the paint. The Warriors want someone who can protect the rim and move his feet. So who are they turning to? Enter Al Horford. Sources say the Warriors are now targeting Al Horford, a veteran center from the Boston Celtics. Horford is 39 years old. He's not young, but he is smart, tough, and reliable. He doesn't need the ball. He plays strong defense. He passes well. He fits in any system, especially Golden State's style of ball movement and spacing. He's also a good leader in the locker room. With Kevin Looney now in New Orleans, the Warriors need someone like Horford. They need a big man who knows how to play in big games. If Golden State signs Al Horford, it would not be a long-term move. But it could help Steph Curry and Draymond Green win now. Jonathan Kaminga trade talk. While the Warriors are searching for a big man, another big story is happening. Jonathan Kaminga might be traded. Yes, you heard that right. According to NBC Sports, the Warriors are talking with the Sacramento Kings and Detroit Pistons. It's a three-team trade. Here's the idea of the trade. Jonathan Kaminga and Dennis Schroeder go to the Kings. Malik Monk goes to the Pistons. The Warriors get Dario Saric, Devin Carter, and 2 second-round picks. This deal is not done yet. It's still being talked about. But if it happens, Kaminga's time with the Warriors will be over. What this trade means for Kaminga and the Dubs. Let's talk about one of the biggest rumors in basketball right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Warriors. Yes, it sounds crazy. But the NBA is full of surprises. Recently, some NBA insiders have talked about the Warriors preparing for a future superstar move. And one name that keeps coming up is Giannis. Giannis is a two-time MVP. A champion. A strong leader. He has said in past interviews that he wants to win more championships, and he's not afraid to leave if needed. The Milwaukee Bucks are still a strong team. But if they don't win soon, things could change. The Warriors could try to trade for Giannis by offering picks, young talent like Jonathan Kaminga, and clearing cap space by letting go of big contracts. Again, this is just a rumor, not a real trade yet. But many fans are excited by the idea of Steph plus Giannis playing together. Can you imagine that? Kaisado, the Filipino star in Warriors' radar? Another name that has surprised people this offseason is Kaisado. Kaisado is a young center from the Philippines. He's 7'3", with a soft touch and good passing ability. He's only 22 years old, and has played in the NBL, Australia, Japan B-League, and Summer League teams in the NBA. Many Filipino fans are hoping Kai gets a chance in the NBA. And guess what? Some reports say the Warriors are watching him closely. Why would they do that? Because he is tall and skilled. Cheap contract, perfect for a team needing depth. And he would bring in huge international support, especially from the Philippines. Even if it's just for training camp or a two-way contract. Having Kaisado in Golden State would be historic, the first full-time Filipino player in a Warriors jersey. Again, this is a rumor, but it's one worth watching. Click the super thanks, use super chat, or join the membership if you like our videos. It helps us a lot to keep bringing you true, simple, and complete Warriors news. Now, let's begin with the latest story. The Milwaukee Bucks have waived Damian Lillard, and the Golden State Warriors could be his next team. What happened to Damian Lillard? On July 1, 2025, the Milwaukee Bucks made a shocking move. They waived Damian Lillard. Yes, the 9-time All-Star guard is now a free agent. Why? To make salary space to sign Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks used the stretch provision to spread out Lillard's $113 million contract over 5 years. They did this because Lillard tore his Achilles and may miss the entire 2025-26 season. But this move made Giannis Antetokounmpo very unhappy. Giannis wanted Lillard to stay. But the Bucks chose to move on. How this affects the Warriors. The Warriors did not make any free agency moves in the first 24 hours. But now, they have a chance to sign Damian Lillard, maybe for very cheap. Why cheap? Because the Bucks are still paying him $22 million per year. The Warriors could bring him in, let him rehab this season, and then use him in 2026. This could be a big win for Golden State. Lillard is from Oakland, California. He loves Steph Curry and Draymond Green. He once said he would love to finish his career close to home. Warriors' future timeline. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green all have contracts ending in 2027. If Lillard joins and is healthy by 2026-27, that's 1 year with 4 stars. Curry, Butler, Draymond, Lillard. This could be their last big chance to go all in for a championship. Imagine Curry and Lillard, the two best shooters of the last 10 years, on the same team. Add Jimmy Butler's toughness and Draymond's defense? That's a scary team. What about Jonathan Kaminga? If the Warriors bring in Lillard, what happens to the young guys like Kaminga? Kaminga is a restricted free agent. He wants a big role and more playing time. But if Lillard comes back in 2026 and the team chases a championship, Kaminga might not get the role he wants. So the Warriors must decide. Do they keep Kaminga and trust the youth? Or do they go all in with Lillard and the old core? This is not an easy choice. But Warriors fans know, the window is closing fast. Miles Turner to Bucks, was it worth it? Milwaukee replaced Lillard with Miles Turner. Turner is a great center. He defends the paint and shoots threes. But was it worth losing Lillard? Giannis is not happy. And when your franchise star is unhappy, that's dangerous. Turner is good, but Lillard is a superstar, even with an injury. Giannis and Lillard had great chemistry. The Bucks might regret this move later. For the Warriors, it's a gift. They didn't do anything, but a star player suddenly became available. Lillard's injury, what to expect? Lillard tore his Achilles. That's a serious injury. But many players have come back strong. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins for a while. Lillard is a hard worker. He could use this year to rehab slowly. The Warriors can offer a peaceful year to recover, great training staff, a home in Oakland, a team that believes in him. In 2026, he might be ready to help them make one final title run. What should the Warriors do? Here are the options for Golden State. 1. Sign Lillard now for the veteran minimum or mid-level. 2. Let him rehab all year. 3. Go all in for 2026-27 with Curry, Butler, Draymond, and Lillard. 4. Consider trading Kaminga if they want to build around stars now. 5. Or focus on the youth and skip this opportunity. There are no easy answers, but one thing is clear. Warriors fans want to win now, and this may be their last real chance. So what do you think? Should the Warriors sign Damian Lillard? Is it too risky because of the injury? Or is this the kind of bold move they need? Let me know in the comments. And please don't forget. Click Super Thanks. Use Super Chat. Or join the membership for more content like this. We will keep bringing you real, honest, and simple Warriors news, straight from trusted sources. And how the Golden State Warriors might bring him home to the Bay Area. Yes, you heard that right. Lillard is now a free agent, and according to ESPN and Bleacher Report, the Warriors are one of the teams that contacted him immediately after the Bucks stretched his contract to sign Miles Turner. In this video, we'll break down why the Bucks let go of Dame, why the Warriors are interested, what this means for Jonathan Kaminga, and whether this move makes championship sense. Let's dive in. What happened with Damian Lillard? After a short and bumpy season with the Milwaukee Bucks, Damian Lillard was waived. The Bucks wanted to make room for Miles Turner, who signed a 4-year, $107 million deal. To do that, they used the stretch provision to remove Lillard's $113 million contract off their books. That's a huge move. And not everyone is happy about it. Lillard is recovering from an Achilles injury. He might miss most, or even all, of the 2025-26 season. Still, he's a superstar and a respected veteran. Even Giannis Antetokounmpo reportedly was not happy with this decision. But surprisingly, Lillard himself was happy. According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, Dame is elated to be waived. Now, he can choose where he wants to go and maybe, finally, win a championship. Why Golden State reached out. Now let's talk about the Warriors. According to ESPN's Mark J. Spears, the Warriors are one of the first teams to reach out to Lillard. Why? Lillard is from the Bay Area. He grew up a Warriors fan, watching games at Oracle Arena. He even used to sneak into the media room for sodas as a kid. This is not just business. This would be a homecoming. And for the Warriors, who are trying to win one more title with Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, adding Dame, even if he's injured, makes sense. It's about veteran leadership, playoff experience, championship hunger, Dame's injury and the risk, 15 to 2,200 hours. Let's be honest, this move comes with a lot of risk. Damian Lillard is 35 years old. He just had an Achilles injury, and that's one of the toughest injuries to come back from. If the Warriors sign him, they might not see him on the court until late in the season, or even until the 2026 playoffs. But the Warriors are not rebuilding. They want to win now. Even if Lillard plays only in April or May, his presence could change the game in tight playoff moments. Take pressure off Curry. Give the bench a serious scoring punch. Can Warriors sign Lillard and keep Kaminga? One big question, what about Jonathan Kaminga? Kaminga is still in contract talks with the Warriors. Mark Spears reported that Golden State is optimistic about re-signing him. But if Dame comes, will they still have the money or the roster space? Here's where it gets interesting. According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst, signing Dame wouldn't necessarily be an either/or with Kaminga. That means the Warriors might keep both players. They can use veteran minimums, trade exceptions, or sign-and-trade options. So far, no team has offered Kaminga the type of contract he expected. That gives the Warriors an advantage. Kaminga could stay and grow, even with Dame coming in. If Dame signs, what's the lineup? Imagine this lineup. Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kaminga, Kevin Looney or a center to be named later. And off the bench, Damian Lillard, when healthy, Brandon Podziemski, Tracy Jackson-Davis, Moses Moody, maybe another veteran shooter. This would be one of the most dangerous veteran squads in the West. Lillard could take over late games. Butler brings defense and toughness. Curry and Dame together? That's unfair shooting. Basketball plus business logic. Beyond basketball, this move also makes business sense. The Warriors want to sell tickets, bring excitement, rebuild a winning identity post-Klay Thompson. Signing Lillard checks all those boxes. Even if he doesn't play right away, the marketing is huge. Dame comes home. Stories. Selling jerseys. Local fan support. This is like when the Lakers signed Kobe near retirement, a symbolic and strategic move. What if it doesn't work? But let's not pretend everything will go perfectly. If Dame never recovers, slows down dramatically, or breaks team chemistry, then this move could backfire. Especially if they